Hello, students. I hope you all are well and are taking up your work sincerely. Children, before I start my session, there's a word of advice for all of you. Please do your assigned work the day it's been uploaded or it is forwarded to you. Children, regularity always helps. Hope for the time being you might be feeling you're packed with the work, but eventually if you are sincere and regular in doing so, the results will be in front of you and favorable too. I expect each one of you to take up your work on the assigned day and do it, especially the exercise part, by the evening, so that when the answers are uploaded there or posted there on the Google Classroom, you do not simply copy the answers, but you match and tally your answers. I hope you got my point. And further, I'll be moving on with the topic. Today we will be taking up the half of the topic which we left on page 2 to 4. Actually, it requires except for point 3 and point 3 only, the point number 2 requires a detail kind of thing to understand it. That is why I chose to take it individually in a separate session. Let's start. Much and many, children, you are already familiar with the use of these words. These are the positive degrees of an adjective which convey the idea of a lot of. It can be lot of anything. It can be in terms of amount, quantity, or it can be in terms of some things, countable number that you can say. So, and this much and many have their comparative and superlative forms, that is more and most. In other words, much is a positive degree, then more is a comparative degree for much, and most is the comparative degree for much. Same holds true for many also. Many is a positive degree and its comparative and superlatives are more and most respectively. More is comparative and most is superlative. The difference is of when to use much and when to use many. Both means a lot of, but much is used with an uncountable noun. When I say uncountable noun, you may take it as a quantity also. For amounts and quantities, you usually use much. But and it takes a singular verb. However, when I talk about the circle parts here, verbs, this is particularly related to your topic, subject verb agreement. So we may miss this part, or even if we read it will be an added information what we have learned before. If you are using much will be used with uncountable nouns. And as I said, uncountable nouns means quantities or amount, something which is mentioned in terms of quantities and amounts, and takes a singular verb. Many is used with plural nouns, and when I say plural nouns are usually, children, countable and therefore takes a plural verb. It's obvious a plural noun will always take a plural verb and a singular noun will always take a singular verb. But here in case of much, we're not talking about singular noun, it is actually the quantity you are talking about, or uncountable nouns you are talking about. Next, however, the expression many a. Supposingly you have in your sentence many a, or you are supposed to use many a in your sentence. In that case, keep in mind that it is always followed by a singular countable noun. For example, actually the question comes like that: fill in the blanks with the appropriate word in the bracket, and the choices may be much, many, many a. Now how will you identify or make out that whether you will use many a or many? In case of many a, children, it will be always having a singular verb, that is a verb with an S, or a singular verb. I suppose it's not visible. It's the third example below. I'll focus the camera there. See the verb here. It is its a verb is needs, and it's been followed by a singular countable noun. Job is countable, and here it is singular. Had it been jobs only, then my word would be many, because jobs being a countable noun will take many. And that is how the difference you can make out. Many will always take a singular, you can say, noun or subject after it, but many will take a plural subject or noun that will be countable too after it. And much, as I told you, much is for uncountable noun, or you can say for quantities also it is used many a times. And here it is, the comparative and the superlative form of much and many are more and most. So based on this is your question B on the adjacent page, and you have to do it. Keep in mind that the thing which I told, countable and uncountable, and it is you will be comfortable doing that without any help. In case of doubt, you can upload your post your doubt there in the on the Google Classroom, and I'll clear your doubt there. Next comes the children, the use of little and few. So the basic difference between little and few is of, again, countable and uncountable things. Few is always for number and little is always for quantity. In other words, you can say few is for uncountable nouns. Little is for uncountable nouns, and few is before plural nouns. Plural nouns denote number. Usually they are in number, and that is how the basic difference between little and few comes. So first you need to understand the basic difference between the two, then only you can understand the other forms: a little, the little, a few, and the few. I'll read from the book itself. Please don't open your book, just focus on what is being taught. Little, a little, the little denote quantity. They stand for quantity and are used before uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns can be your quantities and amounts. Few, a few, the few denote number. They stand for number and are used before plural nouns. And plural nouns, as I said before, in the case of much, many, plural nouns you can take as countable nouns. Only a countable thing can have its plural form. Now, what is the difference between little, few, a little, a few, the little, and the few? Children, the basic, again I would say, first you need to know the basic, what is little and what is few. And further comes their forms: a few, a little, the few, the little. Now, if you remember your topic articles, a referred to a general thing. When you talked about a general thing, we use a before it. For example, a bat, a ball, a cat, something like that. But when we are specific, when we are particularly talking about a specific thing, then we use the. I hope you could recall this particular rule of the and a article. So this is the difference itself when we talk about a little, the little, or a few and the few. When we are talking about quantity or number or a countable noun in general, we will use a few and the few, a few and a little accordingly. Same way, if we are talking about a specific thing, specific noun, we will be using the little for uncountable nouns and the few for countable plural nouns. When we will read one by one, it will be clear. But as I said, the basic thing should be clear. Little denotes quantity and few denotes number. So this basic thing should be clear to you. Let's take up the difference in comparison there. So you will be in a better position to understand. Both little and few denote scarcity or lack. Little will denote scarcity, few will denote lack. Lack means in Hindi it means कमी और ये क्या होता है थोड़ा, थोड़े से भी बहुत कम, जिसे कहते हैं स्कैर्सिटी. ऑलमोस्ट नेग्लिजिबल यू कैन से, जिसे आप कंसिडर भी नहीं करेंगे. They are almost negative in meaning. Means when you talk of these words little or few in terms of uncountable and plural nouns, and you use little and few, it means almost nothing, and this means almost nobody or nothing again. They are almost negative in meaning. Here it comes with a difference. If you have to choose between little, the little, a little, you have to keep in mind that little means almost nothing. That is negative. Negative in the sense कि उसका मतलब होता है कुछ भी नहीं. I hope when I speak in Hindi, the sentence goes and fixes in your mind there. See the example, it will be clearer there. There was dash hope of the patient, and the speaker wants to say that there was no hope, and no hope, hope being uncountable noun, it is an abstract noun, so I will not be using few with it because few is used for countable things and it is not a countable thing. Hope किसे कहते हैं? उम्मीद. उम्मीद कभी नापी भी नहीं जाती और आप क्या कह सकते हैं, उसे काउंट भी नहीं कर सकते. इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ इमोशन यू कैन से. सो इट विल टेक लिटिल बिकॉज रीज़न बीइंग दैट पर्सन वांट्स टू शो कि बिल्कुल भी उम्मीद नहीं थी. Next, there are dash takers for the new car and the person expects to tell you that nobody seems to be interested in purchasing the new car. That is how few has been used for the word takers. Takers क्या है बेटा? Takers is plural noun. It can be counted. Takers means customers you can say. लेने वाले लोग, and log people are always in plural. It is a plural noun and countable too. So few has been used for seeing the word takers. Why taker? Because it is countable, and hope being uncountable has taken little. A little and a few, I said when you talk about something in general or when you are referring to you can say particular, again nouns only we will take here, but something in general or a small amount. Say when I say a bat, I mean one bat. Same way if I use the word a little, a few means kuch. A little amount means some quantity and a few means some number is there. So when a little conveys the idea of small amount and a few will convey the idea of small number. Means कुछ तो है, कुछ उम्मीद है, आप इसको this sentence can be taken. And कुछ लोग हैं, those who want to purchase the new car. See, I am using the Hindi word so that you get the sentences here easily fixed in your mind and there is no doubt left about it. A few conveys the idea of a small number. Let's read the example. And another important thing is that they have a more positive meaning. Few and little had negative meaning and they have a more positive meaning. जैसे मैंने आपको हिंदी में बोला, कुछ उम्मीद, कुछ लोग, कुछ knowledge. This means positive in meaning. Dash knowledge is a dangerous thing. A little knowledge is a dangerous. I cannot use little. Little means बिल्कुल भी नॉलेज जिसको ना हो। लेकिन यहाँ क्या मीनिंग है, किसी भी बारे में थोड़ी नॉलेज क्या होती है, डेंजरस थिंग। For example, you can say, if I know how to open a gadget there, but I do not know how to assemble it back. That means my knowledge of opening the gadget was dangerous because now the gadget could not be assembled. So that is how, moreover, it's a proverb there, little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Means किसी भी मामले में थोड़ी सी जो knowledge होती है, that is a dangerous thing. And that is how the statement holds a positive meaning. Positive does not means which gives you some positive vibes. Here positive means कुछ quantity और बिल्कुल भी कुछ नहीं, something like that. Dash members were absent from the meeting. Few attended and a few did not attend. That is how the word is a few. Obviously, when there is a meeting, some of them might come to attend the meeting. So that is how a few members were absent from the meeting. Again, as I said, a denotes some quantity, some number. Talking about the little and the few, both the little and the few mean a small amount but all of the available. Now this is the thing. Here also it was small number, little also said small amount. Now what does this specifically mean? It means a small amount or small number but all of the available, जो है उसमें से सारा. ओके, व्हाट डज इट मीन? जो है, जितना है उसमें से सारा. दे आर फॉलोड बाय अ रिलेटिव क्लॉज इन विच दैट मे बी omitted. You may exempt from this part of the sentence. I will not focus on much on this. Just take it like that. Both the little and the few means a small amount. It can, for few it will be small number, for little it will be small amount, but all of the available. Let's check the examples to make it more clear. Dash money he had. Now what I am talking about? I am talking about the money he had. This is what is meant by all of the available. जितना पैसा उसके पास था, all of the available money he had. Dash money that he, it may be that may be there or may not be there. So skip that part, what I have marked as in the bracket there. The little money he had was spent on his wife's illness. So whatever available amount was there with him, he had spent that money on his wife's illness. That is how the answer is the little, because I'm talking about the money he was having, the money that was available with him. Next, dash spectators who came to see the match. Dash spectators who came to see the match. Now money was here uncountable, that way it is categorized as uncountable noun. Don't think you can count 10,000, 20,000, something like that, but money is taken up as amount. Moreover, it is also taken as uncountable noun there. Then spectators are the people who have come to watch a match or something, a big field show you can say. So that is how this is a countable noun, plural as well and countable as well. So countable things take few. Now the choice is for few, fewer, the few. Now for that you need to focus what the sentence means. Dash spectators who came to see the match means जितने आए थे, जितने लोग मैच देखने आए थे. In English, all of the available spectators at that particular moment were disappointed with India's batting. People who had come to see the match means the available audience there, spectators there, they were not happy with India's performance. That is how the word is the few. This, children, note, less and least are the comparative and superlative forms of little. This you have done earlier also when we were doing degrees of comparison there. That little is the positive and less and least are the comparative and superlative degrees of little. So again I would summarize this, especially little, a little, the little and a few, the few. Basic thing is, little is for amount, quantity, and few is for number and countable nouns. Little few means almost nothing and negligible, which you cannot consider. A little a few means something, some small number and small quantity, something which is available. And the little and the few means out of that available thing. When you refer to the noun, that takes the little and the few, depending upon the case whether you are talking about something countable or something uncountable. Children, you need to listen to this video and watch it at least twice or thrice, particularly for this topic, little and few, because it requires a lot of understanding. But I am so sure about it that if you listen to me for twice or maybe thrice as well, and then read the content in the book, you will never forget it. And this particular topic, children, is carried forward in class 7 as well. So please make it sure that at this level whatever has been taught is clear to you. Thank you, children. Have a nice day. And your homework is to do the exercise of which is the classroom assignment 45, page 225.